at Goodrich Field, home of the Anoka Tornadoes for tonight's boys soccer matchup on CCX between the Osseo Orioles with a record of 8-5-1 and the Anoka Tornadoes coming in at 7-6-1. Good evening, everyone. Bill Hupp alongside Sid Ligry and Sig. These two teams separated by just a couple points. Anoka currently sitting 7th in the NWSC on 18 points, and Osseo sitting 5th in the NWSC on 22 points. These are two teams that struggled last year, but they have really rebounded this year to have over 500 seasons, and they're looking to tighten things up before section play.
Yeah, that's really what they have to do. Both teams got to really work hard to win the game to get that higher seeding when that comes up this weekend.
And don't adjust your television sets at home. That is the Anoka Tornadoes in their Halloween Cup kits. As I was talking to their manager on the field, Clint Sewell, and he talked about the fact that they're, the town of Halloween, the city known for Halloween, and so they've got these fancy special kits in the orange and black, of course, for Halloween, and they're riding them into the playoffs, as he said. So 'tis the season for those kind of kits, so you're going to see a lot of orange numbers on the pitch tonight for both Osseo and Anoka.
You got to love it, right?
You do indeed. Now, Sig, you had a chance to talk to some of the Osseo Orioles coaches on the field before tonight's game. What did they have to say?
He's looking to possess the ball. They're the kind of team that I like. They have short passes. They want to possess. They want to move the ball. It'll be pretty rare if you see a ball high in the air unless they're going for a long pass. But they're smaller in stature, which is actually a benefit if you're a passing team, because you don't get that tendency to get in there kicking way too hard. They're smart enough on midfield and forwards to see what the defense is going to give them. They're good at moving the ball from the outside in, and then go outside, try to draw the defender towards them, and then move the ball in the opposite direction.
They want to play to feet. As you see, one of the main weapons for Anoka down there in Connor Walensky, the senior midfielder, and one of the three co-captains on this Anoka team. And interestingly, Anoka likes doing likes scoring from corner kicks and from long throws. So that's something that they pride themselves in. They've scored a lot of their goals from that. As you see, the weather, 71 and partly cloudy. Wind not a factor tonight. Really a beautiful night for soccer here on senior night at Anoka High School, where they'll be introducing 11 seniors and their parents at halftime. And 11 seniors on a 18-player squad is quite a bit.
That's a pretty good chunk. It's a senior team. As we see the teams being introduced.
Number 20 is junior.
Indeed, and as it's a very skilled Osseo team. They're led by Martin Brown Jr., and if that name sounds familiar, it's because we did a couple of their broadcasts for Joy SLP when he played for them. So this is a guy who's played a lot before, and he is very comfortable and confident in his playing ability, and he's taking that to coach at Osseo, and he's passing on his knowledge, and it's good to see players still playing but also getting out in the community and sharing their love of the game of soccer.
Yeah, that's key. Being part of the community, promote the team, promote the sport.
As Osseo comes in, like we said, with a record of 7-3-1 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Anoka, a record of 6-5. Orioles haven't actually beaten Anoka since 2017 when they defeated the Tornadoes 3-2. Since then, the Orioles are 0-2-1 in the last 4 games. A couple draws in 21 and 2018, and then they beat Anoka beat Osseo 2-1 in 2019.
It's a good opportunity to get some payback, especially on Orange Night.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And on senior night, Elliot Zimfer is starting in net. as well as a lot of the seniors like Justice Alquist, as you see being introduced right there. But they have some pretty high scorers on this team. But they, as we said, they've got 11 seniors, so they've got enough to put out there. As you see Mason Haben, his brother Landon Haben, one of the captains, being introduced as well. But this is a team, their coach just described them as a counter-attacking team. Now there's Caden Blanchard, 7 goals and 3 assists on the season to lead all scorers. And as you can tell, just a really big kid. So Sig, one of the storylines that will be interesting to see tonight is, as Landon Haben and Caden Blanchard are two real solid kids up top, how will the speed and skill of Osseo compare to Anoka? And we pause for the national anthem.
Well, to finish up on the question you just asked, I think Anoka has size and stature on in their favor. But on the opposite end of that with Osseo, they are smaller in stature, but they have good skill sets and they're quick.
Right, so which style will play out tonight? Certainly Anoka wants, they have that long throw-in specialist. They want to get it in the box. They want to force you to defend, and they want to put bodies in the box and make things uncomfortable for you. As both teams take the field, Osseo, to be clear, is in the white with the orange lettering and numerals. Anoka in their special Halloween kits right there with the all black and gray stripes, orange lettering and orange numerals. Halloween Cup kits. As you see on the front, take a look at Caden Blanchard, 7 goals and 3 assists on the season for the senior striker. Osseo, however, will have the kickoff and get us underway here tonight from beautiful Goodrich Field in Anoka. Sig Ligry, Bill Hupp on the call. Girls game. Anoka held on for a 3-2 victory over the Orioles in our 5 o'clock game. And now we are underway here under the lights on what we said is an absolutely beautiful night for soccer. And right away, Sig, just as you talked about, Anoka, or rather Osseo, choosing to possess. They go into midfield. And now on the turn, A.J. Miller, the leading scorer for this Orioles team, making things happen in that central midfield spot.
And when you have two teams that are evenly matched up like this, the key is going to be which team controls the midfield.
And I think, yeah, they're separated by just a couple spaces. That was a miss hit.
Oh, wow.
Way miss hit, but fortunately, Osseo able to recover it. And they continue to knock it around the midfield. Now the ball's stolen. There's a shot from distance, and it's right into the waiting arms of Kaylin McIlveen. 6.22 goals against average this season for the junior goalie. The only one whose position I actually know, because there's no list on any of the rosters we have. But you did the legwork and you got positions, so I say that not having with Sig being the one who's actually talked to the coaches. So good on you, Sig. That's why you're a pro.
Every once in a while, I do something right.
Well, the fact remains that their original printed roster does not have positions, and I thought that just meant they wanted to. They didn't want to pin themselves down. They wanted to be able to play kids in different spots.
Well, actually, that is sort of true because they have 2 additional players. One of them is kind of a catch-all type, jack-of-all-trades player.
Flag up on the far side. Osseo offside. Don't know if that's in your stat sheet, but the Orioles offside on that one. As you see, the freshman Douglas Wagner whistled for that. A lot of youth in both of these lineups. John Fala, Douglas Wagner, a couple freshmen that start. Ethan Kamvongsuk is also on the roster and should see time. And then a couple sophomores as well, and Isaac Figueroa and Mushin Sikali. So that's good. You getting young contributors right away as that long ball goes out of play over the end line for an Anoka goal kick. Can only imagine how many times tonight I might call Osseo or Anoka Osseo and vice versa based on the colors. As you see there, Elliot Zimfer, the senior. Normally Noah Youngquist, whose sister is captain of the girls team, is the starter. 76 saves and a 2.01 goals against average this season in net for Anoka. But tonight on senior night, Elliot Zimfer gets the call.
Do you think we're going to see? Oh no, he'll probably stay the whole game, right?
Well, I don't know. They may put him in the second half or let Zimfer have the whole game. I'm not sure, but
Osseo with an attack going.
Anoka, the coach talked about, Clint Sewell talked about the fact that they spotted Maple Grove a couple games. They had won 4 consecutive before falling to Maple Grove, and the Crimson, you don't want to spot them a lead because they'll put you away. They're sitting at the top of the Northwest Suburban Conference right now.
Yeah, absolutely a power-packed team.
Yeah, you've seen them a couple times. Chris Franz, tremendous instinctive goal scorer.
Chris Franz is one of the best players I've seen in a long, long time.
Oh, I bet. Oh, it's Noah Youngquist actually in net. I thought that was Elliot Zimfert on senior night, but it's actually Noah Youngquist, who's wearing number 1 because he likes orange. So Noah Youngquist is, in fact, in net. Thank you to the public address announcer here for setting the record straight. We're off to a flying start as the foul committed. And the captain for Anoka, Justice Alquist, the senior fullback, will tee it up. 3 goals and 3 assists on the season, 1 of 3 to wear the captain's armband for the Tornadoes. As that's flicked on, and it'll go over the end line for a goal kick. A little more than 5 minutes gone by here at Goodrich Field in Anoka. As you see, Kalen McKelvin. No mistaking him as he plays it out the back, and that's what you'd expect, really, from a possession-based team, Sid.
Yep, exactly what you want.
Shared near side for Joshua Nystrom.
As I was telling the coach earlier, to me, that's the sign of a good, mature team. Play it in the back, bring it up, use your short passing to get the advancement on the ball.
Good pressure by the Orioles to force an errant clearance, and the pressing of Osseo. As we take a look at Noah Youngquist, just a sophomore, but as we said, about a 2.01 goals against average, so good numbers. Off the throw-in.
Oh, nice intercept.
Benjamin McConnon, the captain, and it's intercepted by Anoka and cleared out of bounds.
Couldn't quite maintain possession. He kind of slid on the turf trying to get to the ball. But
Mason Haben and his brother Landon Haben, 2 of the defensive stalwarts for Anoka, 2 of the 2 Haben twins. Now Now racing back the other way. Intercepted. Daniel Botko, a junior, one of the key guys to watch out for. 4 goals and 9 assists on the season, Sig. And Botko, as you see there, number 11, a future college player. Just talking to Clint before the game and asking him if any of his kids have committed to playing college, and he said Botko will.
Good.
And he's nearing double digits in assists, so he's certainly providing from that central midfield role. Osseo with it now at the top of the Anoka box. They'll drop back. I was noting the other day in a game I was calling, Sig, that high school teams, they don't go back through the defenders and the keeper nearly as much as you see at the pro level.
Right.
But maybe Osseo will in their bid to keep possession. There's a long shot from distance and does not trouble Youngquist.
That was a terrific takeaway deep in the Anoka end.
Nice job by Owen Kamvong Suk, as Kamvong Suk's brother Ethan plays as well, like we said. But Owen with a couple goals this year as a junior.
Yeah, getting back to what you're talking about, moving the ball around back to your defenders and even back to your keeper. I mean, that should be a standard even in high school. Most of the good high school teams will do that.
Yeah, you don't see it as much, but yeah, the confident ones that just want to keep possession, they're willing to go back toward their own goal. As we get a good look at number 18, Ahmed Kadar.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You maintain possession. You control it. You don't have to try and second guess what the other team is going to do to you.
Toe poked away, and now they try to push up. Anoka trying to keep him down there. There's a shot from distance. Technically a shot on goal, though not much on it.
Yeah, well, it's not going to make it as a shot on goal.
No, you're ruling against that, huh?
Well, not me. That's Willie.
Oh, Willie. That's
Willie
true.
Markham, our ace statistician.
That's true.
He's the one who makes the decision, and he said.
And his
no.
decision is final.
Oh yeah, it's irreversible. Even if it's wrong.
9 minutes gone by, first half here from Anoka. Tornadoes not in the maroon today. They're in the black and orange. So is Osseo. The white and orange for Osseo.
Yeah, so if you're an Osseo fan and you're used to seeing the Orioles and the black and orange, we just kind of flipped it around a little bit.
You weren't the only one confused. Oh, well done to take it away outside of the boot. And just a little bit over hit on the through ball, but nicely done. That was skillful from number 6, Prince Abbey. Prince Abbey, 5 goals and 3 assists on the season. And again, Osseo content to possess in the midfield. Little give and go with Mackinnon. And again, stolen away by Anoka. Mackinnon comes up to lump it forward, or rather Kadar, in his fullback role. Something to watch for is Anoka when they get a corner kick or a throw-in, neither of which they've really had in a dangerous area. They like to throw bodies forward, use their size and strength. That's where they feel they can hurt you. And they do have a long throw specialist, as Abbey was mixing it up there with number 5 for John Falla, one of the freshmen. And that's another thing, is that you can tell some of these kids on the Osseo roster are freshmen, but when they get size to match the skill,
right,
that's when this Orioles program can be a force. As that long ball is lumped and will roll into the Anoka box, or rather the Osseo box.
So as you can see already, the Osseo team is loaded with younger players, but they have good skilled players.
And good soccer IQ, too. You can just tell
right.
John Falla with a nice ball over the top. That's the right the right play.
Switching fields to the near side.
Yep, Makinen.
Sends it
Beautiful
in.
cross,
Oh.
and that's over, just over the head of a hard-charging Jalen Evans.
So that was over everybody.
Yes, but just a tad overhit, as you see here. Good switch to the near side, and then a nice ball put in by Joshua Nystrom, but just a little over with Jacob Larson defending for Anoka.
Yeah, so apparently he saw something there with the keeper and decided to take the shot rather than play up.
That was a cross, I'm pretty sure. He thought he could hit his player on the far post, and the player kind of came in and he just overhit it slightly. Nice little give and go here, and it's hooked away by the Tornadoes. This is where sitting back and soaking up the pressure doesn't always work. A whole raft of substitutions waiting to enter for the Tornadoes. Charlie Foslian, Adam Reichel. A German transfer in Piero Bongiorno. Bongiorno.
Osseo with the takeaway in the midfield.
Yep, Orioles now again continuing to possess. Nice little give and go with Douglas Wagner and John Fala. Fala will go back to Kadar. And I just love the patience of some of these Osseo passes.
Yeah,
that one's an errant one, and it was quickly punished and stolen away by Connor Walensky. Walensky carries it down the left wing. His through ball cut out by the Orioles. Well, Osseo has done what they said as the Orioles pick up another foul. And the quick restart, foul on Anoka. And now they're making them bring it back. But yeah, this is, it's drilled into them. As soon as that ball stopped, play it, get the quick restart. And it's smart because they are not the biggest team. They are better off if they play to feet. And clearly they've been well coached in that area.
Yeah, and they're staying in their position. They're not being distracted and moving away from where they're supposed to be.
McElveen sends it away. He's got a big leg. Follow as Osseo continues to win that first ball. A lot of one-touch passing for the Orioles, but a nice job stepping in front and stealing it away by Walensky.
Yeah, I think Anoka's already figured out how to jam the passing lane.
Actually, that's Daniel Bodko, number 11. Walensky wearing 10 tonight. Bodko, a captain as a junior, and will be obviously one of the leaders for this Anoka team next year. More than 15 minutes gone by, still scoreless between these two teams, and neither goalkeeper has really had to make a save. Play to the near side. Getting the angle, there's a cross to the far post, and not much on the header, but leaping and having to make the catch anyway. McElveen quickly redistributes for Wagner. Fala. Anoka gets back nicely. Fala decides to reverse positions for Nystrom.
Didn't like what he saw there, so they do a reset.
Yeah, and it's not a bad idea. Get your shape back. And
now this in a long pass up. Anoka's right there.
Cut out by Osseo. Or by Anoka, rather. Osseo still retains possession, though. I'd say the possession has been 75-25 so far, Orioles.
That's probably pretty close.
I'm no Willie, but...
no, Willie doesn't try at that. We don't pay him enough.
Nystrom again pumps in a nice left-footed cross. But again, it's dealt with by the... and that's the thing, is some of these crosses if you're trying to beat Anoka in the air, I don't think that's the way to do it because of the size. And again, more substitutions now, or this is the original foursome of subs.
Yeah, they finally got a chance to get the subs in.
A sub or two as well for Osseo, including Michael James, set to enter.
Entering the game for Anoka are Charlie Fossil, Adam Rachel, Guillermo Osseo, and Tristan McGowan.
Tristan McGowan into the game. McGowan, a precocious freshman for this Tornadoes team. 4 goals and 3 assists as a whistle stops play. And the ref coming over to talk to the side judge. And it is going to be a throw-in to Osseo. Sig, what are your thoughts been on the first half so far?
I think I'm pretty happy with the way Orioles have been moving the ball around. They're doing what they said their game plan was: possess, short passes, and use their skill and agility. Anoka's been doing a pretty good job of intercepting these passes too. They've been stepping in, winning the 50-50s.
On the far side, Orioles continue to possess, knocked back by Shikali. Near side for Nystrom. Not necessarily pressing forward unless they have the chance, as they do so now, but they're content to go side to side, and that's how you find the gaps in the defense, right? Because
right.
You're moving the defense.
You have to see what they give you. Good midfielders and forwards will spot the defense and see what do they give me, and then they will move accordingly.
Big collision there as Kadar goes into Abbey. So now as we near the midway point of the first half, a chance here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, about
50 yards. I mean, all
45.
Yeah,
40.
45 yards. They decide to take it short. Bodko to the top of the box, and it's cleared by Osseo. Now the Orioles with a chance to push.
Nice.
Great
through
ball.
pass. Oh, that was great. However,
Really well done by Falah, looking for number 24, Jerome Jalopa.
and give credit to Anoka for coming back fast.
Yeah, Anoka tracked back well. And ultimately, it's Kadar who shares it near side for Shikali. Bodko again intercepts. He has just been everywhere. And Bodko with a beautiful ball down line. Teammate trying to chase it down, and he can just before it goes over the end line. There's a cross to the near post, though, and no black and orange jerseys were close by. And then they quickly get it out. Great skill by Falah to turn and trap that. He just plays with so much confidence, you would never know he was a freshman.
Yep.
Falah on it again. Shares it near side for Shikali.
Well, you never know. When we did the girls' game, there was an Osseo player who I was really impressed with playing, and then I looked down at the sheet, and she's a freshman.
Yep.
I said, holy cow. She plays like a senior.
Yeah, the maturity. Shang Vongsak takes a shot, or Shang Vongsuk takes a shot, and ultimately saved. And now we've got a stoppage. And a foul is the call. As Owen Kamvangsuk was gunning for his third goal, as you see him cut in on his right. And a nice job by Youngquist to shut the 5-hole and make the save.
Yeah, just to make the kick save.
Switched, although not to anybody in particular, and it runs out of play on the far side. Good crowd on hand. Everyone sitting on that far side for the most part.
Yeah, we noticed that in the girls' game. All the fans are on the far side.
Maybe easier to get to from where you walk in, the concession stand?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it could be the rule that when I was running the soccer program at Brooklyn Park, I made it a point that all the fans were on the opposite side of the field.
With the benches?
The benches, yeah. So the benches are on this side near me, and then the fans are on the far side. That way they don't have any interaction with the players. They don't yell at the kids. They don't interfere in the game or yelling at the coach.
That's smart. Sounds like it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did. And I really enjoyed those times. It was good. Remember the first year of the first game of the season right here.
Yeah, nearly a steal, but Anoka recovers defensively. Bodko.
My favorite time was at the first game of the second and third graders.
Oh, they're so excited.
They are excited. All the family, mom, pop, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, they're all in the audience. Everybody's cheering and having a good time. And the game starts, and it's a scrum. The ball moves, everybody collapses on it. Then the ball comes popping out of the scrum. The scrum moves over on top of the ball. It was so fun to watch. I just went up there to the field, and I just sat there and watched it. I loved it.
Yeah, unbridled joy.
Oh, yeah.
Osseo getting set to make 4 additional changes there as foul is committed.
Let's hang on here.
I don't think it's going to be a card, just a talking to.
Yeah, got a good talking to. Next time, you're going to pay for it.
Aggressive play there from, I believe, Adam Reichel, the junior defender. Oh, I beg your pardon, that was number 2, Charlie Foslian, freshman midfielder, one of the freshmen that, again, is contributing to this Anoka team in its early season. Now, both these teams were teams that had just 4 wins apiece last year. So for them to basically both have doubled those totals this year says a lot about how the program's turned around. Especially give credit to the Orioles for, I mean, sitting in 5th in a conference as tough as the NWSC.
Oh, yeah,
that is no mean feat.
No, that's murderer's row.
Foul out, shares it near side for Cam Vong-Suk.
But, you know, then again, it's a good thing also because you're playing against some really good teams.
Well, it helps get
and
you better,
learn.
Doesn't it? Yep. Cam Vong-Suk loses it, but again, Osseo and Anoka very content to let Osseo possess.
Yeah, until they get down to their third.
Yes, then they'll press him.
Yeah, then they close in.
Abbey loses it. Cam Vong-Suk.
Again, nice movement.
Far side. What I like it too is they're retaining their spacing as well, really nicely. Yep. Well defended on the far side though. Nice job by Anoka to clear the danger. Good recovery there by number 8, Caden Hernandez, the sophomore defender.
Now we get wholesale subs from Osseo.
Yep.
Michael James, Charles Dennis,
Ethan Cam Vong-Suk joining his brother Owen out there. Michael James in there. Charles Dennis, the sophomore, getting set to throw it in. You always like it when you see the entire varsity roster get some playing time and get to contribute.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the old days, you used to go just 3 subs for the game. There's a push in the back.
And even in high school, huh? Wow.
Yes, some of the teams were pretty strict about that.
That's a shoulder from Bodko as he knocked over, I believe it was
We have
Jalen Evans. We don't have a 27 on our roster
for
Osseo. Oh, there we go. Reggie
It's Blessing Tarpe.
Blessing Tarpe. There we go. They had a one of their big wasn't Tarpe, but they had a big center. As I think we're going to get a booking.
Yep.
Interesting, on Martin Brown Jr.
On the coach.
Or is it going to be issued to A.J. Miller? I think it was on Martin Brown Jr., but.
Well, he came over to the bench and held the card up to the coaching staff, so
yeah.
I'm guessing that number 12 is going to sit down
well, yeah,
for the card.
Miller was standing next to Martin Brown Jr., so I don't know if Miller ended up getting the card or if Brown Jr. did. But we'll take a look at the replay here.
There's a push in the back. That to me warrants a yellow.
Clear foul. I thought that would be a foul, and then it ended up being a free kick to Anoka. This is where the refs being mic'd up would sure be helpful. But near side for.
Yeah, I'm guessing the call was against Miller.
Yeah, Miller sitting down. Nice move by Tarpe, and he puts it on net. Blessed Barriega was the big center for Osseo's basketball team. So they have a Blessed and a Blessing in their school, both contributing to Oriole athletics. 13 minutes remaining before half, still scoreless. A couple shots on goal. I believe each team maybe has 2 or 3, but Willie can confirm that.
Yeah, 1 for Osseo and 3 shots on goal for Anoka.
Yeah, and Osseo just got another shot on net with Tarpe, challenging the goalkeeper, Youngquist. So I believe Osseo with 2. I can remember 2 saves from Youngquist tonight. But we'll check with Willie.
Yeah, it's 2.
Scoreless as Kelvin boots it away. What did you think, by the way, Sig? You were on the call for that girls' game. What did you think of the girls' game? 3-1 as what I saw it, and then Osseo came back, and Anoka had to hang on. But what were your thoughts on the game overall?
I really enjoyed it. I was pretty impressed with the passing of the Osseo team in the second half. They were a little bit back on their heels in the first half because Anoka scored early, their 2 goals, and then they kind of hung back almost on defensive mode. But then the second half they came out, got a goal, and they got more enthusiasm, and it was pretty close. Anoka, I thought, had a pretty good advantage in terms of possessing and keeping the ball, but it was a fun game to watch.
Lumped forward. What an impressive kick. Wow. That is quite a weapon to have Justice Alquist. Well, what did Coach Sewell say before the game? But that they were dangerous on set pieces, and corner kicks, and throw-ins. And you can certainly see why. He's got a bunch of big athletic kids that can put the ball in dangerous areas.
Yeah, they realize that one of the keys in soccer, besides just possessing and controlling, is executing on the set plays.
Tarpe's looked good off the bench, and he made a nice pass there, but it was cut out by Anoka. Now the Tornadoes control. Little 1-2 down line. There's a hard cross to the top of the box, and well read by Osseo to clear the danger.
There's a takeaway.
Similarly well read by Tarpe. And another clear shove. That's got to be it. Well, we'll see. Very clearly 2 hands and a tactical foul, certainly, but one sometimes you'll see a booking on. But on senior night there, Landon Haben. And we'll see. Said extend your arm shove from behind on Haben.
Yeah,
who clearly knew was trying to break up the attack, the tactical foul. I personally would love to see that out of soccer. I think it ruins the flow of soccer so much.
It is.
Mostly speaking from professional standpoint. Loose in the box. Youngquist falls on it.
Well,
oh, my. And now we've got a collision as
okay, referees coming in.
And there's definitely going to be a card issued as Joseph Haben, who is going to go in the book. And a red card. Oh, my. A straight red card issued to Landon Haben, the senior fullback, after he shoved over a player who was crowding the space of Youngquist. And Sig, that's what he's trying to say to the ref right now, is that, hey, I'm just protecting my goalie because...
Right.
And so on senior night, that's an unfortunate way to go. But Landon Haben, the big... And I don't think he helped his cause with that forearm shiver
I was going to say
right before the play. Now the ref's consulting, and I can't imagine they'll retract it.
No, I think that's absolutely correct.
Sewell...
In the previous play, you saw that push in the back and then a deliberate hard shove. So the message went out to the players that, okay, that's enough.
He had just done that, and so I wonder if that kind of led to, like, okay.
It's a build-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk to any referee, they'll tell you that they will tolerate some things and they will let it build. And then when it comes to be important, that's when they'll make a call.
Yeah, and in case you're just joining us, we haven't seen a replay, but basically Youngquist fell on the ball, and then a couple of Osseo players were kind of crowding his space as we take a look at this replay from our terrific crew. And you see right there, they're trying to get it out, and then, well, did they miss a shove?
There's a shove right here.
Was there a shove on Jack Milby, or did he? Oh, no, that's a dive. That is a dive right there.
It's right after here, up here. No, there it is, right there.
Yeah, Youngquist felt an arm on his back and threw himself forward.
Yeah, he threw himself or he was covering the ball. We don't know.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, I don't want to assign intent.
Here it is.
And then the shove to knock over Milby.
Right.
And I think that what happened is that Haben saw his goalie go down, thought that he was shoved, and tried to protect him. As you see, Jack Milby, the one who was involved in the fracas. But
well,
what I think happened is that I think that because we initially, when we looked at it, Sig, it looked like Youngquist really had gotten shoved from behind hard, but in fact, I think he just kind of fell forward and
I think he fell forward, feeling the pressure, and to make sure he controls the ball.
And Haben,
you knew it was serious because AR2 was running onto the field.
As you see this other look, watch Melvin.
No, he's tripped. He tripped.
Oh.
On his own player. And then we had the shove.
And then he stands over him. He shoves him down. He stands over him.
And probably taunted him.
And you're going to get a red card every time for that.
Yeah, anytime if you see the assistant referee running onto the field like that, somebody's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, and now the ref is explaining to Martin Brown Jr. what's going on.
Yep.
A whole.
Red card has been issued to Anoka.
Now, they didn't name who got the yellow card, but someone from Osseo got a yellow card. And now there's a red card, obviously on Anoka as well. So Anoka down to 10 men for the remainder of the game for the next 50 minutes.
And that player does not play in the next game, league game.
Yep, so Landon Haben, the senior, and that's just such an unfortunate way to end senior night, but he will miss the regular season finale at Spring Lake Park on Thursday.
Yep.
Osseo, meanwhile, hosting Centennial on Thursday in the regular season finale. And again, we've seen the replay a couple times. It's hard to tell from the angles we saw, but I do very much think that Noah Youngquist tried to protect the ball or sell the call or something.
Yeah,
but clearly he made the action look bigger than it was, and that's why Haben came in. And you just can't do that. You can't shove an opponent, even if you're trying to do right by your goalkeeper. And so,
but when I look at that replay carefully, it seemed to me that Youngquist was on his way, and somebody from behind him caught his feet.
And you think that's why he fell forward?
That's why he came forward. He lost his balance.
Well,
and that's a no-no. You can't do that to a keeper.
No, that's a foul. That's a foul, and maybe that's why the yellow card was issued to Osseo. I don't know.
I think you're right. I think exactly that's the case.
But now a real opportunity for the Orioles here on Anoka's senior night against 10 men. Anoka, here's a chance for the Tornadoes. There's a shot, diving to his right to make the save. McKelveen to deny Prince Abbey.
Well, that was a
senior.
rocket.
Yeah, it had some mustard on it. But that really kind of dampened things a little bit, delayed us about 5-10 minutes as they sorted everything out. But yeah, the AR coming in to try to make sure things don't get too carried away. That's never a good sign as Botko steals it away for the Orioles. And that's just playing a pass without looking. Fortunately for Anoka, they get it back. And now another chance for the Tornadoes to break. Counter-attacking football as they square it to the center of the box, and nicely played. Again, well defended as Cam Youngshoot, or no, that's, Makinen. Benjamin Makinen, the junior captain. This Orioles team, not many seniors at all. A handful in Kadar and Evans and Idris Abubi, rather. But and A.J. Miller, I suppose, but not nearly as many as Anoka has.
No.
Down line, looking for Miller to give chase, and he runs out of real estate.
And we have a goal kick coming the other way.
Well, I mean, I will say this, as a ref, you got to issue those cards if you're going to keep this game under control.
Yeah, I think that was the case, because you could see the other play before that when there was that push with the forearm and then
from behind
with two in the back. And I'm on your side of that. I think they should absolutely forbid that. I mean, in FIFA, they've changed the rule a few years ago. Hang on here.
Potential counterattack, and again, well played to cut it out. As now we'll see if
we have a foul. I think.
Yeah, we do, as Caden Blanchard and Ahmed Kadar come in, and you wonder if the fouls are going to increase here. We'll see if this was bad, and that was a foul. That was legit.
Clearly a foul.
Yep, late on the tackle, but you wonder if the cards are going to continue to come out. I don't think there was anything in that, but
no, I think the message is already sent out.
But
I mean, that's not going to change the intensity of the play.
No, and I still think, you see it right there. Their guys are getting tangled, and Anoka may feel hard done by with the red, but it's Osseo that has had a couple yellows. Pretty rare, Sig, to see 3 cards issued in the first half.
Yes.
But that is the physical tone that's been set here tonight at Goodrich Field in Anoka. Beautiful, old, historic, but refurbished Goodrich Field.
Yeah. Apparently, the turf is about 2 years old.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you'd ever called a game here.
No.
And indeed, that is a foul. And now, again, Anoka, I think, is going to feel aggrieved. That is Anoka in the black and gray and orange. Osseo in the all white with the orange lettering and numerals, in case you just joined us. Outside of the boot, down line. Nice ball by Abbey. And again, well read by the defender on that side as he just ushers it out.
I think he did. He managed to get a goal kick out of it.
Yep, tremendous work. Good body positioning.
That's good defense for you when you not only do you stop the attacker, but you also get a goal kick out of it.
Right, precisely.
Just okay, a little bit of running into, no No call on that one.
Play on, says the ref. But yeah, you see it, the tactical foul, the sort of cynical breakup of play. You see it more in the professional game than in the high school game. But the high school kids watch soccer too, and they know they pick up on things. As Botko goes outside looking for Abby, and it's cut out. And I just think, as you see, great graphic by our crew, Anoka playing with 10 men after their one of their captains, Landon Haben. Couple silly fouls, and I think even if you don't think that's a straight red, the shove near the goalie.
I do, but that's okay.
No, but even if you don't,
yeah,
you could argue that he should have gotten a yellow for the shove from behind to break up the play,
clearly,
and then he would have gotten a yellow for the shove either. So either way,
he's going to go out.
Either way, he's his night is done. So. And I think it's tough when you're a kid like that, and you clearly playing physical is.
Of course, yeah, he's playing as hard as he can. You know, when you're playing that hard and that tight, sometimes your emotions get the best of you. I mean, obviously, it's not a vicious, deliberate action.
No, that was close to an Anoka goal as that flashed in front of the net and nearly tapped in by Tristan McGowan, the freshman. And the thing is, like, if you think about it, Sig, that foul from behind to break up the run of Blessing Tarpey, it was unnecessary. He wasn't going anywhere. They had defenders in front, and I just didn't think it was a cynical foul and just not needed, as you see. Great run here, and
just missed the
just
header.
A hair.
Oh, that was something.
Just a hair away from knotting it in. And
McGowan was right there, and it just missed by inches for the header.
Good instincts to go back post. Now here's a chance. That's got to be a goal kick, you would think.
I would think so, yeah.
Owen Cam Von Sook loses it out of play. We're nearing halftime, and what's been a very maybe scoreless, but certainly eventful first half of action here at Goodrich Field.
Certainly gets your attention, doesn't it?
Couple cards.
Almost.
And some opportunities, and here's another one potentially. Good recovery, though, by the Orioles. Defense seems very calm, which is always a key ingredient for your fullbacks. If you can play with that poise, that's certainly doing yourself some benefit. Tornadoes wearing their Holiday Cup Halloween Cup uniforms. Of course, Anoka, the self-proclaimed Halloween capital of the country.
It must be, because in my way in here, I saw several houses that were fully decorated in Halloween.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome.
Oh, yeah. The month of October dedicated to it.
Oh, I guess.
Who else have you been impressed with besides Maple Grove? Is this one? We'll get back to that question in a second. Again, well defended, shepherded out of play, and I'll tell you what, that young man Ahmed Kadar has been so impressive back there.
Yep.
As Kadar shielded it out, and Ali Lehman as well, very impressive on that back line. As Kadar pumps one forward. Header down with just about a minute to go here before halftime. Well read by Botko.
1 minute.
A little give and go, but who's there? Kanar reading the danger. And again, sort of snuffing it out, kind of shepherding the ball away.
Yeah, shielding the ball, doing a good job. Now here's the opportunity.
Great cross looking for Abby, and it's over his head. He tries to track it down on the far sideline, and it goes out of play.
It'll be a throw for Osseo. Anoka pressing hard, they're attacking, they're just missing those plays by inches.
Yeah, I would argue that they'd almost had the better of chances. You wouldn't be able to tell that they only are playing with 10 players, as Abby with some nifty footwork along the far sideline to get a cross away. Well read again by Osseo. And now it's Tarpey with acres of space.
10, 9, 8,
Lumps it forward to no one in particular. It's hooked away. And that's how we will reach halftime.
1.
a red card, a couple yellows, some opportunities, but ultimately no scoring here at Goodrich Field. We'll be back with first half analysis, highlights, and more. Scoreless at halftime between Osseo and Anoka on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Back here at Goodrich Field in Anoka, Bill Hupp, Sid Ligry. At halftime, scoreless between the Anoka Tornadoes and the Osseo Orioles. Both teams looking to advance and get higher as Martin Brown Jr. talks to his charges in one corner of the stadium. And Osseo had definitely more possession, maybe the better of play. And they also have an extra man as we look at first half highlights from what was a scoreless but eventful first half of soccer here in Anoka. Initially, a chance as Owen Kamvongsuk tested the goalkeeper Noah Youngquist, and then Tarpe collides with Landon Haben, and those two would mix it up later. And then the big play of the first half, Noah Youngquist grabs it. He goes to the ground, and then Haben, and I don't know if he got stepped on. I think you might be right, but Haben ultimately shoves Jack Milby to the ground, and it's a straight red for the Anoka co-captain as you see the ref gesticulating to him there, and that would be the end of the night for Landon Haben here on senior night. That said, Anoka still tested goalie Kaylin McElveen a couple times and nearly got the opener through Tristan McGowan as you see him just miss a header. And those were really the 2 best chances as we look at the halftime stats. And yes.
Not much in terms of stats because of the closest to the game. Anoka with 5 shots, 3 on goal, 4 fouls and no corners. Osseo with 4 shots, 3 on goal, 5 fouls, corner kicks. We got more fouls than we have shots.
Yeah, it's been that kind of back and forth half. That said, Osseo's got several shots on goal, but Youngquist was always wise to him.
Yes,
I would say Anoka has had the better of the chances in terms of testing the goalkeeper or just being a whisker away. And now they're playing with 10 men, as that sending off happened with about 10 minutes to go before half, and so now. How will both teams respond? Osseo with the man advantage, Anoka with the man down. We'll have to see as senior night festivities are going on Goodrich Field. The seniors, 11 seniors being introduced with their parents. We'll be back with a little more from our halftime break. Second half kickoff coming up in a moment from Goodrich Field. Osseo and Anoka scoreless at the break on CCX. Back here at Goodrich Field, Bill Hupp, Sig Ligry. 2 teams jogging back out on the field, flipping sides as Noah Youngquist jogs down to our right. He was involved in some of the stuff that happened in the first half. Made a couple saves, made 3 saves in fact, and now each team, Sig, we'll see what their halftime adjustments were.
Yeah, I think Anoka's going to be getting more into the possession. They've had some success with their their set pieces.
And they will kick off to start things as Bodko looks for Abby down line.
You know, sometimes you feel pressure if you lose a player to a red card. Other times it's the motivator.
Yep. Kadar, especially on senior night, as Kadar switches it near side for Ali Lehman. Wagner has his pass cut out. Recovered here, though, by Benjamin McConan. McConan, captain. As you see, Anoka playing with 10 men, having lost one of their co-captains, Landon Haben, to a red card late in the first half.
Yeah, I think there was about 10 minutes to go in the first half.
In case you're just joining us, Anoka wearing the black kits with the orange lettering and numerals. They're Halloween Cup kits that they'll plan to wear through to the playoffs, as they said. Osseo in the all-white with the orange lettering and numerals, much more traditional Osseo look. That goes off of Adam Reichel, definitely changing up who they're going with as Benjamin McConan, the captain, helps move it side to side. Wagner goes down. Play on, says the ref. Now it's stolen, centered, and then cut out again by Anoka. Osseo, lion's share of the possession in the first half, and they're still on it in this half. There's a shot into the side netting. Good effort by Blessed Tarpe, and it's interesting to see because Lehman's out there, Tarpe is out there.
Yep.
Some subs starting, and obviously liked, Martin Brown Jr. must have liked what Tarpe brought to this Orioles side.
Yeah, you could see his ball control and skills were pretty evident when he was in there.
And again, this Osseo backline content to just work it around, and
Yeah, but they're going to have to speed it up a little bit because Anoka has figured that out, and they're going to start attacking.
they're sitting back and allowing them to be there. There's a shot from distance. Not much on it to trouble Youngquist. He's behind it, and he's one of those goalies that'll go to his knees to make sure that he's right behind the shot.
Yeah, and that's what you want him to do.
Fundamental. There's a big collision on the far side. As we take a look at a replay here, and it just falls to Oem Kamvangsuk, and he's had 3 of the 4 shots today, and yeah, just needs to put a little air under that one, as that one was zipped along the ground, and now a chance here for Anoka.
Well, Youngquist did the right thing. Get in front of the ball, put your hands over the ball so he can't get any kind of a rebound. Osseo bringing the ball up, almost had a breakaway.
Anoka, they like to score from set pieces, so that definitely was to their advantage, as a little give and go with Wagner. In the middle for Makinen.
You can see Osseo picking up the pace now.
Yeah, they are playing seemingly with a little more urgency. They want to press the fact that they have an extra player on the pitch.
Well, they don't want to give the Anoka team an opportunity to close in on who's ever possessing the ball. There's a little bit of a miscue.
Danger is cleared, but Kadar comes over, the captain. Near side for Lehman, who's got all kinds of time now as he picks his head up. Finds a pass. Kamvangsuk with Tarpe. Seems like Osseo's just winning every 50-50 ball right now.
Right, they are. Oh, nice little stepper on there.
Nifty right there from the captain, McConan. Up for Tarpe. He can't get anything on the shot.
Yeah, he was on his way down to the turf when he got that foot on it.
He's a big target up front. Abbey will let this one run out of play.
You know, we haven't had that many shots or shots on goal in the game, but Osseo is hitting at 83% on goal percentage.
So the shots they're getting, they're putting on net.
They're quality shots, and they're on net.
Now they've got a counterattack as well here. Shared near side for A.J. Miller, their leading scorer.
Trying to turn and shoot.
Inside, Miller dropping it for Wagner. Ball's popped in the air. It's headed down. Wagner trying to find Tarpe. Tarpe goes down. Play on, says the ref. Wagner, the freshman. How about his impressive ball control skills?
Very impressive.
Tarpe trying to get his feet sorted. This very narrow attack. Tarpe from distance. And it didn't ultimately force a save from Youngquist.
I think he shot that one just out of frustration.
Well, he finally got his legs free, his feet free.
Yeah, every time
he got a shot off.
He was trying to get possession. Watch this.
This will be a good replay as Kamvongsuk and Tarpe, nifty footwork at the top of the box.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-1. He says, heck with it, I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah, well, if he had scored, that would have been one of the goals of the season.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Given how many players he had to dance through.
Yeah, he had 3 of them that were just hounding him.
There's 6 minutes gone by here in the second half. Still no score here on senior night at Anoka. You don't see that many slide tackles these days either, but a couple executed there. Anoka into the 18-yard. We could have our first corner, and we do. As Anoka will get a corner kick, and much to the chagrin of Jack Melby. And this is how the Tornadoes like to score. Now, they don't have their big fullback in Landon Haben out there, but the Tornadoes,
they have
this is
their
where they
share
feel comfortable scoring.
Yeah, they have their share of good players that can head the ball in.
In-swinger doesn't get by Miller at the near post. And now Osseo with a chance. It's flicked on, and it falls right into the arms of McElveen. Well defended by Osseo. Orioles possess on the far side. Wagner. They just so much one-touch passing.
Yep.
Makinen.
Fun to watch, isn't it?
It's very fun to watch. It's pretty soccer.
Yep. Good
switch by Kadar. Smart play. A little overcooked. I spoke too soon. It was the right idea, just a little over hit for Jalen Evans, as you get a good look at Ahmed Kadar. And Blessed Tarpe goes out. And you can see Martin Brown just talking to him and trying to get him to. I think sometimes when you're close to scoring but not scoring, it's easy to get frustrated as a striker.
Yes. Oh, look at this move.
Ooh, chance here. Beautiful by Miller. Outside of the boot for Jalen Evans. That's a late challenge, but the Anoka defender did get a touch on it. And so Tornadoes scrambling.
Yeah, just barely, but he got it.
Great camera work by our outstanding crew.
Boy, that was some play.
Miller back for Allie Lehman. And they are not afraid to work it side to side. Now they'll go back to the middle of the box, and Anoka there first. Lehman nods it forward for Evans. Anoka living dangerously right now. Good strength, though, by the Tornadoes. Lehman in a foot race. Bodko, left-footed cross, and McElveen sprawls to make the stop. And Bodko stays down, but seems to be okay. Quarter of the way through this second half. The result still the same as it was at halftime, scoreless. As Kamvongsuk gets it outside. Now it's Miller. Wagner. Ooh, right into the face. Ouch. And they'll stop. Right into the face of Charlie Foslian. And wouldn't be surprised to see him have to go out. That can't feel good.
No, that's you get a number 5 soccer ball in the face, you're gonna have some pain.
Yep.
That's a lot of.
Oh, handball. I beg your pardon. Okay, I'm like, well, I wonder why this stopped. And set a free kick here.
Yep. Handball.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that's right in front of the ref, too. That's probably a card. In the professional game, that would have been a card. That's
I think
very
so.
much intentional.
Yeah.
Although you could argue I thought maybe he was protecting his face. There's
No.
a shot from distance, and Youngquist.
I don't
You think it was above the face?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I don't think we can buy that one.
Well, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I know. I understand.
But
I'm not disagreeing with it.
But ultimately, yeah, it was right in front of the ref. But I thought that was,
I
thought
it was in the face. Yeah.
Ooh.
The way he reacted.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's going to sting.
Yeah. Free kick for Anoka in their own half. Wagner wins it initially, and now Miller.
Every time some player gets hit with a soccer ball, I keep thinking, oh, that is so painful.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Oh, I mean, that's a hard leather ball.
Especially when it's booted with some.
Some velocity? Yeah.
Yes.
You need a 60-foot, 70-mile-an-hour kick. With a hard ball like that, yeah, you're going to get a welt and a half.
Kadar carrying forward. No one stops him, so he's continuing his run.
Looking for
Ahmed Kadar still going. Kadar from distance, and ultimately the final product was not what he would have wanted. Oh, that would have been an amazing goal as well. We've had so many near amazing goals tonight, Sig.
Yes, we have.
As that one, if he had taken it box to box and finished, that would have been something special, but ultimately not the final product, not enough mustard on that shot.
It ended up being a.
Wagner looking for Miller. Good recovery by Anoka, and it's lumped forward by the Tornadoes. Kadar with a man on his back. Well defended, Ahmed Kadar. And Botko just flops at his feet.
Bodies are flying all over the place. Here we come again.
Kamvunsek. Ethan Kamvangsuk.
I think he tried to push the ball past the defender on the ground.
Grabbing his left ankle now. Hopefully he's okay. Spacing a little wonky as Wagner will try to sort that out, going back to Jack Milby. Now he'll switch the field. This is a well-drilled side, Martin Brown Jr.'s team.
Oh, absolutely.
Poked forward, looking for the run of Miller.
And then on the other side, Anoka is very adept
At what they do, yes.
They move it, they hit the set plays, they tackle the ball.
Wagner down line, and we have a whistle and a stoppage. They're going to stop the clock as the substitution takes place. And we've got Prince Abbey, 5 goals and 3 assists on the season, returning.
Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody was injured because normally he wouldn't stop the play. So yeah, it is because he's going to give a courtesy drop right here.
Okay. Wagner goes back to Michael James. Now they take the space with Makinen.
And this time they pushed it left to draw the defense out that side. Now they're going to come back to this side.
Very well worked.
See how the defense is reacting?
Yep, and they surely see that as well.
Little give and go.
Kamvangsuk flashes it wide. Oh,
what a beautiful give and go.
Lovely football from Osseo, and the Orioles nearly struck first. But ultimately the shot from, I believe, Ethan Kamvangsuk did not force a save from Noah Youngquist. We'll get a better look at it here on the replay, but just a great give and go, and that's, Owen Kamvangsuk.
Yeah, wasn't that pretty?
Oh, so pretty. And Youngquist dove at it, but he ultimately didn't need to save it. But Osseo is playing better, I would say. I thought they played okay in the first half, and they're playing better here in the second half.
They're playing much tighter. They're more aggressive. And they're faster.
Yeah, they are. They are quick to the ball as there's a collision on the edge of the box.
Uh-oh, we have a card.
Do we have a card for a dive?
No, for the push.
Well, no, I think, wouldn't it have been a penalty if it had been?
I don't know if it was in the box.
Oh, I thought it was. Well, it's a short corner for Osseo either way, and so not sure who got the card. Wagner shares it near side for Evans. Anoka defending for its lives with 10 minutes and under 25 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, we've had yellow cards, we've had red cards, we had near goals, we had collisions, and everything but score.
Yeah, we just need like a spectacular save or two and then a penalty or something.
Yeah, that'll round it out.
Soccer bingo. Soccer bingo card.
They have to get the trifecta.
Osseo really moving that ball around now. Anoka not having much of a touch at all.
I'm telling you, I'm loving this. This is great.
Yeah, this is a purist dream, and you and I are both purists in that way. You like possession football. Down line looking for Cam Vong-Suk, and it's belted out of play. Wow, that's staying in somehow. and so they go back to the keeper.
Right, that's the right move.
And nicely distributed near side for Michael James. Wagner, Abbey runs into him. He'll play the advantage. And there's a foul from behind on Ahmed Kadar. 23 minutes left. Oh, beautiful move by Cam Vong-Suk. Another little good and go. Cam Vong-Suk dragged down in the box. That's got to be a penalty. No.
No.
Wow.
He didn't say that was a flagrant foul.
Wow.
He didn't even call the foul.
Well, I really want to see a replay of that because it sure looked like he was grabbed and held back from making his run.
I agree with you.
But
There it is.
It's hard to say. A little give and go with Miller. Cam Vong-Suk is there.
No, he does not. He touches
and there's
it. There
that is absolutely a penalty. That's
Yeah.
a stone penalty all day. Cam Vong-Suk can't believe it, and rightly so.
He's upset, but yeah, he did grab the shirt and pull him down. That should have been.
And what was amazing was the ref was right there.
Yeah. Well, it's his call, not ours.
It sure is. We were up here.
Yeah, we're just sit up there talking about it.
But again, beautiful soccer from Osseo. Long throw by Anoka. And living dangerously. Now that's the long throw they could do. And in fact, Clint Sewell told me that earlier this year he threw it off an opponent's head and in.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how dangerous Connor Walensky can be with that throw. That's the first time that Anoka has had a long throw like that all game.
Yeah, I remember years ago I think it was a player on the Blaisetta's team that could have a throw in from the sideline and reach the net.
Oh my gosh, wow.
It was phenomenal. Every time there was a throw in, I go, hey, watch this.
That's amazing. Now,
oh, look at this move.
Well done, well read by Botko, and he goes flying with that tackle. Now, I do think the flag was up. Kadar, hopefully the young man's okay, as he was sent sprawling. Martin Brown Jr., I might have wanted to complain about that penalty more, but he's got to be careful, already on a yellow card.
Right.
Well, we still never actually got clarification if that was his or Brown's.
No, I think it was Brown's.
Big collision, though, as Kadar stepped into number 15, Mason Haben.
Yeah, you got it. He stepped into him.
Good football again, this from Osseo. Big cross far side. And it's just to find its way to an Oriole. And Osseo possesses in the final third.
Again, moving the ball.
Kamvongsuk and Wagner are out, but goes out of play, and it's a goal kick. Well defended by Anoka. So we're nearing the midway point of the second half, and Vodko returns for Osseo. We're still scoreless here, Sid.
Yep, it's anybody's game.
It really is. But Osseo certainly room to feel aggrieved about that no penalty call after Ethan Kamvongsuk has continued his pressure on this Anoka 18-yard box.
Yeah, I don't know why that was not called. And you're right, he was right there. But maybe he decided.
Such is life.
Yeah, he may have decided that wasn't worth calling. That's up to the referee.
Tight whistle in the first half has been less so here in the second. He's let some things go, at least from our vantage point, of course. And now Makinen and Kadar. Good convergence by Anoka to take it away. Botko. They do not give Anoka a moment's peace on that ball.
Nope.
Just pressing and pressing and pressing to get it back. Big collision on the far side. And especially after that red card had been issued, certainly it's good sportsmanship by Osseo to go check on.
We have a stoppage.
I think that might be Mason Haben, whose twin brother was issued a red card earlier in the game. And without the benefit of replay, it just seems like, certainly seemed like, and they do seem, and he is in some pain.
Yeah.
Don't want to speculate on what it is, but it was a hard fall. And this turf surface is not forgiving.
No, there's no give.
Not like grass.
No, it's got concrete underneath it. He's holding his shoulder.
It certainly looks like something of a collarbone issue, but or a shoulder issue. And we know a dislocated shoulder or separated shoulder can be painful, but obviously it's hard to say. But he landed hard on that shoulder.
Yeah,
so
when they collided, they both crashed.
Yeah.
But the trainer's out there now tending to him.
Stops the clock with 18:58 is what the clock stopped.
Yeah, our clock is still running. That's good. He's sitting up. It looks like something. It definitely looks like a shoulder, don't you think?
That's what it would seem to be. Yes.
Not that we're speculating.
From our vantage point, just because, and that is the side that he landed on.
Yeah.
Never feels good though. That's for sure. 18:58 remaining in the second half. Still scoreless as we, and it is indeed Mason Haben. Rough night for the Haben twins. As Mason
is holding that
right
his
shoulder and walking off, not looking very happy. We'll see if he makes it back. Good attentive attention from the trainer.
Well, he's not moving that shoulder or his arm.
Nope.
So I'm going to guess that they're going to put some ice on it right away or take him out of the game. I mean, it's a game. It's not worth it to go out there and get yourself seriously injured.
Yep. But this, well, it's a free kick. I was going to say it's not a throw. They might prefer a throw, but the free kick on the far side is going to set up another set-piece opportunity, and this would be a classic Anoka victory were they to somehow steal this with down a man with having had very little of the possession in this game. Against the run of play, you might say, to use some soccer parlance.
Well, this is.
But we'll see. The two refs are talking, so I'm not sure if.
Well, all three of the officials were over here on the near side during all this, and they were talking to each other and talking to the coaching staff. So they're communicating.
I don't know if they're
I like the way they're running this game.
deliberating.
Making sure.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking of, I don't know, issuing more cards. I'm not sure, but they are still in consultation, as does actually seem like Walensky will get to throw this. And the assistant referee, I'm not sure. Now he's walking over. I was waiting for something to happen, a card to be issued or something, but
I think they have confirmed, made their decision, and we'll get back to action.
Yep. So, throw coming up here for Connor Walensky. 5 assists on the season. No word on how many of those were from throw-ins. But we've certainly had more than our fair share of stoppages in play tonight. Walensky's throw.
Wow, that was a nice throw.
It is a great save made by McIlvin. And it goes over the net. There's a couple bodies on the ground. But I think if we see a replay, we'll see a fantastic stop by junior goaltender Kalen McIlveen.
And it's another corner.
And it's a corner for Anoka as we see this replay.
Look at this traffic.
The bounding, boom! What a save off the shot by Bodko.
And a defender got in there and knocked it out.
Tremendously done.
Boy, this is exciting.
Yeah, it's very... We thought these two teams would be evenly matched here in the middle of the NWSC, and that has been the case. Two very different styles of football, and now Abbey takes him down, and certainly the freshman John Falla wanted a card. Boy, Falla and Wagner have not played like freshmen. You can tell the games of experience have gotten these kids real comfortable and confident.
Yeah, the skill level and the intensity level is sky high right now.
And Anoka's physicality picking up as well. Speed and technique versus strength and physicality. There's a shot from distance from Falla, and that was always rising. Well, John Falla. Blessed Tarpe in there as well. But Falla's shot was, you could tell he was just wanted
rising.
to get, yeah, he wanted to get something off. Didn't test Youngquist. And it's all to play for here with under 17 minutes remaining, second half here at Goodrich Field in Anoka. Orioles and Tornadoes deadlocked at 0. Up for Tarpe. It falls. There's a shot from distance, and that was always going wide. Youngquist making a dive, but not required off the foot of Mushin Sakali, the sophomore with a goal on the season. That had some bite to it, but it was always tailing away. Now Osseo threatening once more. Far side, squared. All good ball, but it was cut out, well read by Anoka. And they get possession once more. There's a ball pumped in the box and cut out. Shot from distance from Makinen, and he missed it. Missed the left post by maybe a couple inches.
You see the coaches are getting excited.
Yeah, the coaches.
Animated, should I say?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because Martin Brown just kind of hangs back. He does not go up to the touchline. He hangs back on that extended black line in front of his bench, arms behind his back, clasped, just instructing his boys. And they are so well coached, you can tell. As the foul earns Anoka a free kick.
Yeah, I think you can say both sides that they're well coached.
For sure. Absolutely.
It was a good thing these two teams are not in the same sections. Could you see them meeting up in the section championship?
Oh, Osseo's section is so brutal with Mounds View and Maple Grove.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in
Park Center.
in terms of if they have to meet again.
True. Yeah, well, a contrasting styles as Abby lays it on back. It's lumped forward and then turned over in the midfield.
It's 1-on-3, 1-on-4 now. They got a little bit of help on the outside. Couldn't get the ball over there.
Well read again. I believe that was Jack Melby. Now a long throw here for Adam Reichel.
But the Osseo defense has been pretty solid. They've been staying in their position. They've been getting to the ball quickly. We've seen some exciting stuff down there.
And here we go now. Another set piece in the form of a Connor Wilinski throw. Wilinski into the box, flicked on. That's obviously something they practice on the training ground.
Yep.
Abby. Good switch of feet. Knotted back dangerously. But again, they're so comfortable and confident playing it out the back as Shikali goes down line. Looking for the run of Tarpe.
Nice move.
Oh, so calm on the ball. And you get it ahead for Andrew Clocker.
Gets it up.
Down line into the channel. Potential chance for Fashin, and he falls down, loses his footing on the turf. 13 minutes to go, second half. You'd never know which team was playing with 10 men, but it's Anoka as both teams are searching for that game-tying goal. Big collision. And, boy, the Clocker has taken a licking. Senior midfielder with a couple goals and a couple assists on the season. It's another Wilinski throw now, Sig.
Yep. Clockwood now is number 5. He's up and moving. Here comes the throw.
Wilinski's long throw. Cleared. Out of play, not the direction they wanted, so it's going to result in an Anoka corner, I believe the third of the game. Fourth.
This is their fourth.
What's interesting, Sig, next time Wilinski does the throw, it looks kind of illegal to me because he winds up on the side instead of going behind. Instead of going fully behind, so I wonder if that's a fully legal throw, but
as long as the motion is over the head.
Okay.
If both arms are over the head,
that's what it counts. Okay.
Right, and you can hold it twisted left or twisted right, but it just has to go over the head.
Cleared out by Osseo. It just looks funky.
It does. Yeah, we'll take a close look at that next time.
Yep. It's interesting. He certainly does a little something different to get more power. 4 substitutions, including Wagner, Isaac Figueroa, Owen Kamvonsuk, and Ali Lehman, who all started the second half, are getting set to check in, and they will now do so for Anoka, or for Osseo rather. Meanwhile, Caden Blanchard returns for Anoka. I'm impressed with the contributions that both teams are getting from their bench.
The bench play is excellent. Yeah, they bring in, like 3-4 guys at a time, and it doesn't have any degradation of the performance.
Their team's still playing well as Kamvonsuk theoretically on. Here's a chance for Abby. He goes down at the top of the box. Play on, says the ref.
He called advantage.
And Abby is rolling around, so potential penalty gripes for both teams as penalties weren't given, and now they'll stop the clock, the ref, with Abby down.
Oh, he's in pain.
And he did get tackled at the top of the box, and certainly in the box. Whether or not they got ball, or we'll have to see if we can pull up a replay of that one, because again, that one was another one where the Anoka might have felt like they had could have appealed for penalty. As we take a look at the replay right here, you see Abby with a step on Kadar.
They're still shoulder
and he's
to shoulder.
right in the box, and that is indeed a penalty. The ball's drifting away from him. He's in the box, and he gets his feet. If you see it again,
Let's see that again.
He got feet.
There's another factor in here.
And I don't think he got the ball. Abby, I think, poked it away at the last second.
Hang on. Who's pushing who?
Well, it's not about the push, though. The slide here catches the feet.
But he pushed him down from his shoulder. That's why he went
so
down.
you think that's why he went down. Well, let's see this angle here.
Watch it here.
Arm fighting for sure.
Yeah. They were shoulder to shoulder. Now they're no longer shoulder to shoulder. And the Osseo player is on his way down, and then he trips over his feet.
See, I think the Osseo player, I think it was a slide tackle, mistimed slide tackle, and he comes up waving his finger like he surely sees on the weekend. But, yeah, I would say that's a storyline from this game, Sig, no question. Osseo, a real strong penalty appeal on that shirt pull, and then that tackle. It was very close to being on the edge of the box, but it was right inside the box, and it was a slightly late tackle. Very well could have been a point to the spot, but as it is, play on, says the ref in both instances, and we remain scoreless as now we've played about a full half of football with 10 men for Anoka.
Yeah, we played 70 minutes with no score.
As we take this look one more time.
Here's the shoulder,
and you see, I think he's starting to slide here.
He's sliding, touches the ball.
Now
he touches the ball.
I will. Okay? He got the ball, but he also got the man.
He also got the man, but the Anoka player pushed the Osseo player down with his arm going backwards.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. And
now I understand why that's a no call.
Abby obviously not able to put much pressure on that right leg, so he's being helped off. Disappointing way for his senior night to end.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
And he does look to be in some considerable discomfort.
Yes.
Anoka, again, down to 10 men after their captain, Landon Haben, was sent off for shoving down an Osseo player in the first half. And so I think Anoka would be happy getting out of here with a point.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I have to hand it to the referees making these decisions.
Not easy decisions.
Yeah, and it's live right now. There's no replay. There's no.
Sure.
There's no visual.
So hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Especially when you have a game like this, when you have a lot of intensity, a lot of physical movement.
Yep. Yeah. No. It's definitely difficult, and our commentary is by no means a criticism. We're just analyzing what we see, and we have the benefit of replay, like you said.
Yeah. Yep. How's it go? You can't play. You coach. If you can't coach, you teach. If you can't teach, you sit up in the press box.
And you talk about it. We can talk. You and I can both talk. That's for sure. Good little back heel. Nice little 1-2. Evans cross to the far post. I think he could have shot it if he had chosen to, but he decided to go far post, and he overhit it.
Yeah, I think the mistake there was he didn't have any help coming up the middle.
That was actually Blessing Tarpe, who has been everywhere off the bench.
Well, that's what Coach told me before the game. This guy's all over the place.
Is that what he said?
He said he's all over. I asked him what position does he play. He looked at me and says, he's all over the place. We use him everywhere. Shielding the ball nicely.
Anoka trying to make something happen here in the dying embers of this game. As Hunter Saunders is out there. Bodko as well. Here's Owen Kamvongsuk. Near side for Figueroa. Kamvongsuk up to Tarpe, who was holding off challenges, and finally the ref calls
he was grabbing
the whistle, and now they get in each other's face. Reichel and Kamvongsuk, and I think we're going to see more cards issued. Ref has stopped the clock again with well, I thought he'd stop the clock. Never mind.
No, he was just giving him a talking to.
Wagner to the far post, and they'll let it run out of play, but actually smartly decide to kick it out for a throw-in, as that would have been a corner kick.
Yeah, sometimes you're better off hitting the ball out for a throw-in than you are giving the opposition.
8.5 minutes to play. All 3 points still at stake, or will each one take a point and settle for a draw?
Well, that'll mean overtime. And our crew does not like overtime.
And it'd be fun to call a winner, let's be honest.
It would be, yeah.
One of these teams deserves to win.
They both do, actually, in my feeble thinking, but only one can.
Wagner to Tarpe, and he just missed the net. Oh, he had the goalkeeper leaning. I think it may have taken a deflection, however, and so Youngquist was going right, and it ended up getting deflected left. As we'll see a quick replay here. Look at Tarpe turn, top of the box, and it takes a deflection and wrong foots the goalie. Anoka fortunate to not have that one go in. Off the corner kick, it goes out of play, and it'll be a goal kick this time for Youngquist. Oh, Osseo's had some chances. Then again, so did Anoka. Anoka had some
they've had their chances.
Golden chances in the first half.
Right, but I still think Osseo has been doing a superior job of ball possession and passing.
I agree, such as Owen Kamvongsuk.
Right.
Had it right there, and now Fala out-muscled along the sideline, and it's Anoka breaking.
Good transition on the counter. And they're going to maintain possession with the throw-in.
Well defended, and now Ali Lehman trying to get his teammates back defensively to defend this Connor Walensky throw. There's a player on Stoke City whose name I'm forgetting who used to cause teams fits with the long throw. And Walensky loose in the box. They got to clear the danger. And that save of the game maybe from Kalen McElveen off that corner kick, if you remember. The shot by Bodko that he palmed aside was right at him, but still had to make a tremendous reaction save.
Yeah, it was.
Bouncing ball. There's a shot from distance. It hits Kamvongsuk. And now, nifty feet. Well played there by McConnon. The clock's running, 5:42 remaining. Dancing in from the side, Fala. He goes down. And so a chance here for Osseo on the free kick. Sometimes the dribbling and everything, it just eventually you'll draw a foul. Again, Anoka down to 10 men. They've played 10 men for nearly a half and 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah, it was quite some time ago.
The drop ball actually dropped back. No free kick. There's a shot and it tipped away, and what a save! Tremendous from the sophomore, Noah Youngquist. Oh, he had to palm that one over the bar. Wonderful reflexes off that shot from distance.
This is fabulous. Watch
Save
this.
of the game as Youngquist with the left hand just pushes it aside and somehow doesn't crash into his own post. What? I thought it was a cross, but that nearly ended the game.
Yep.
Wonderful from both sides.
You can see him gathering his feet as the ball came in and to get the maximum leap out of it. And he got it.
Timed it perfectly. Now it's Ethan Kamvongsuk. He gets it wide to Fala. Fala from distance, and it hits a teammate. It falls for Tarpe. Kamvongsuk's shot driven down, and they clear it away. And now they get ahead. Sorry, Sig, so much action happening right now. Now a battle for it on the near side, and Anoka's earned a free kick. Silly foul as Caden Blanchard just tried to hold play up. Allie Lehman draws the foul, but what a sequence, Sig.
Oh, absolutely fabulous.
So now a chance. Anoka throwing just about everyone forward with just 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Trying to pull one out of the bag here as Walensky not throwing it, but he'll take the free kick for the Tornadoes. They'll have a bunch of black jerseys rushing at that far post. And Walensky,
hooks it left.
I don't know if tried to catch him off his near post or what, but look at these last two Anoka saves on replay. Tremendous.
Wow.
That is one of the saves of the year.
He's lucky
by Noah. And then another save at the near post. Tremendous again. They did have a player on the near post, or on that post, but
still he got there.
Yeah.
And
Wagner a little 1-2. And it goes out of play, so Osseo is still with life. They got to hurry. They have been so close. Wagner decides to pump one in. Boy, he's not the biggest young man. He's just a freshman. But he really can get some heat into that thing. Sig, this game, one of the more exciting scoreless draws you've seen.
Yes, I agree. Looking over at Willie's screen, he's got Osseo 17 shots taken, 10 on goal.
Tarpe still after it. This is Kamvongsuk. He gets taken down, and it's a foul.
Outside the box, but it's a foul.
Yep, outside the box. Daniel Botko, the captain, disagrees. Only a few more opportunities. Now, Botko's saying, I got the ball, but that doesn't always matter.
But still, this is still dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. As you've got Ethan Kamvongsuk and Wagner. Kamvongsuk tries to get it in the box. Not the greatest free kick he's ever taken.
No, he had 3 players coming in from the left. He was trying to get it to them.
It's not enough height on it. But a nice job dummying it. Tarpe has it taken off his toes. Wagner with a good recovery. It's a very narrow attack from Osseo right now. And Lehman just trying to hold off Blanchard. Osseo very much on the front foot as we've got just a minute left here in the second half. Overtime potentially awaiting these two Northwest Suburban Conference rivals. 1 minute remaining in the second half. As we near the 9 o'clock hour. Been a slower pace game than these normally are with all the stoppages we've had. 41 seconds remaining.
Osseo will probably their last attack.
Yeah, you would think. Kamvongsuk gets it wide to his brother into the box. Knotted down. Anoka just trying to clear the danger with 20 seconds remaining. Will we get a last second winner?
Nope.
Forward, out of play. It's looking unlikely. 10 seconds left. Senior night looks like it'll be going to overtime here at Goodrich Field in Anoka. Thanks to some goalkeeping heroics on both sides. No goals yet, so we play the extra session here in Anoka.
And you can hear the applause across the field. The fans are loving this as much as you and I are.
Pretty tremendous. We'll step aside, catch our breath like the players are doing, and when we come back, we'll have the overtime period here from Goodrich Field in Anoka. Osseo and Anoka scoreless at the end of regulation here on CCX.
visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Bill Hupp and Sig Ligry ready to give you overtime here in Anoka, the home of the Tornadoes. Goodrich Field, historic, refurbished, and beautiful as two teams switch sides. Osseo in the white kits. Anoka in the Halloween themed, the black with the orange lettering, moving left to right on your screen. And start of the overtime period, we'll play 5 minutes and then flip-flop, do it again. Each of these teams trying to come away with an overtime win. Osseo has had the man advantage for about half this game, a little more than half this game, but thanks to some goaltending heroics from Noah Youngquist, we still don't have a winner or a goal, but that doesn't mean this hasn't had its exciting moments, Sig.
It's never a dull moment, as I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
certainly not in this one.
Even during the stoppage times, it's been exciting because you had trying to figure out what the fouls were.
Yeah, and who's getting a card
Right.
and whatnot as Ahmed Kadar takes the space. He'll carry it forward. Lay it off for Owen Kamvangsuk. Little give and go again. They love that.
Pretty.
They love that give and go right through the middle, but now it's in the possession of Caden Blanchard. 7-goal scorer for Anoka. Trying to split defenders and the calm back line. And that is just, that's a foul. It's all over him. But ultimately, Tristan McGowan whistled. The speed of Osseo has caused Anoka some fits tonight, I would say.
Oh, clearly.
Mackinnon again through the middle, but Anoka choosing to attack through the middle, perhaps because they don't have that size advantage, and so what's the point of pumping in crosses from the wings?
Could be. It's a matter of what they're more comfortable doing.
Right, and they like to play to feed, as we know. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first overtime, and then again we'll switch, and if no one has scored in the next 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
We're done.
We're done. And it's 0-0, and that's how it finishes. And we'll have felt like we saw a good game of football. Square calmly for Ali Lehman. Look how much space he has. Gives it for Owen Kamvangsuk, and he gives it near side for Joseph Nystrom, who's put in some delicious crosses. Have not been finished, but wide on the far side, cutting in, followed. He'll take a shot, and again it's tipped over the bar. More goaltending heroics from Noah Youngquist.
See it again. Nice penetration. Here comes a shot.
Oh, just incredible from Noah Youngquist. Corner for Anoka. Top of the box, takes a deflection. Tarpe had it taken off his toes, and now Blanchard back the other way. Blanchard drives by a couple defenders.
A little hook, no call.
Play on, says the ref. Nystrom carries with all sorts of space. Good ball into the channel for Jalen Evans, I should say. Switched near side for Nystrom. Claimed by Youngquist.
And kind of falls on us, says, okay, I'm tired.
It's a good thing we figured out that it was Youngquist and not Zimfer in there, because that goalkeeper has been very active.
He's been hot.
One minute remaining in the first overtime. Great ball. Well,
Too far.
too much on that ball, but the fact that Ahmed Kadar still has the leg for that is impressive. Up ahead, Miller from distance, and that was slicing away from the goal. A lot of tired legs out there. It's hard to get an accurate shot on net from distance.
It's hard to just move.
A.J. Miller is a senior. Yeah, right. Hard to sprint and still. I mean, it's been a very physical game. Fala testing Youngquist. As time will expire here in the first overtime with no goals. So 5 more minutes to decide this one, Sig. And when you're talking in the break, you said there might be a goal or there would be a goal. I said there wouldn't, but who knows? Who knows? The goalkeeping has just been that good in this game, and the two sides flip as Youngquist has been particularly impressive. And I don't know if Willie has been keeping track of the shots or maintaining that, but
Yep.
what are their shot totals these days?
It's been all Osseo for 19 shots, 11 on goal. That's
11 saves. Wow.
Yeah, so that's a 58% on goal percentage for Osseo. For Anoka, they really haven't had any attacks or shots in the second half. I think it's 2 shots on goal. But the biggest number of both teams is their number, not the larger number is their number of fouls.
Youngquist came in to today's game with having made 76 saves on the season. He's got 11 already today. So the second 5-minute period begins. And if we don't get a goal in this time, that's how it ends, in a scoreless draw. Lumped forward Miller, and Youngquist off his line, jumps up and collects. I don't technically know if this is double overtime or just the second overtime period, or...
It's the second overtime period.
All right, well...
Yep, it's a 10-minute overtime with 2 5-minute.
5 on each side,
Yep.
for fairness. Yep.
That's what they do.
It's like a mini game almost.
Yes.
Nicely done by Fala. Tried to get it across, but Botko takes it away.
No, that's clean.
Big collision, but the tackle was made. Now, again, Anoka defender down and stays down.
Oh,
And that's Mason Haddon again. So Haddon able to come back in the game after he had gone down with the shoulder. Haddon might just be one of those kids that throws himself about.
Yeah. There's no such thing as slow motion with these guys.
Yeah, he's intense. You love to see it. Does look like there's going to be a substitution with Jacob Larson returning. And I don't know if Haddon has to come out because there was a stoppage in play, but Bodko in the substitution spot now. Walensky again with a long throw into a dangerous area. Here's a chance. Oh, and that would have been spectacular. A little volley and off the half volley. That nearly snuck in under the crossbar near McKelvin. Watch this replay, Sig.
Yep.
Tremendous skill. Wonderful. And it goes off the edge, but Justice Alquist off the half volley, juggled to himself and nearly picked out the upper corner.
There's another huge save.
There's another big save, meanwhile, on this end by Youngquist. Youngquist keeps getting pats on the back every time he prevents this game from ending. As we see it Another diving save to the right. That one a little more conventional, but it's a corner kick for Osseo. Whipped in. Youngquist makes the stop. Shot blocked. Another shot block. Youngquist not forced to make the save there. His teammates got in the way of those shots. Off the boot of Owen Kamvongsuk. Kamvongsuk on it again. This one across, and the flag up this time as he was looking on the far side for, I believe, Mäkinen. 2.5 minutes left to play, and boy, the Tornadoes on senior night have a junior to thank, or a sophomore rather, to thank for them potentially stealing a point here at home. Bodko returns. And actually, Mäkinen waiting to check in. That must have been Kadar.
Yeah.
Regardless, 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the second overtime period. End-to-end action here. It's been open, and it's featured tremendous saves from both goalkeepers and near misses. Not your average 0-0 draw by any means, as that one goes off Fala.
Yeah,
We're nearing 2 minutes left to play.
Yeah, there's no lack of excitement or thrills or whatever adjective you want to put in there.
Kamvongsuk held up momentarily, and that's enough for Bodko and company to regroup. Good pressing again, though, by the Orioles.
It'll be a throw-in for Osseo.
Throw in for Isaac Figueroa as they stop play to allow Mäkinen to enter. Figueroa goes back to the captain. From distance, the header, and it's over.
Oh, my goodness.
Youngquist collides with Blessed Tarpe. Both players are down, and another delicious teasing cross from Joshua Nystrom. As Youngquist came out, I may have just gotten the wind knocked out of him, but again, the clock stopped, and there is, in fact, 2 players down. Look at this ball here, Sig, from Nystrom. Again, in a dangerous area. Tarpe gets to it.
Yeah, gets a redirect.
And, in fact, there's a collision with Reichel, Youngquist, and Tarpe. Thankfully, all 3 are up, but Tarpe certainly a physical presence, and he nearly redirected that in. But, again, such a great ball. They love getting in those crosses from the left on the foot of the left foot of Joshua Nystrom. Now, the ref is saying that Youngquist, because they stopped to attend to him, that he Clint Sewell is saying that goalies can stay. If the trainer didn't come out, now the assistant referee is coming in.
We're going to have a conversation on
Sewell is the ref, I think, is telling the goalie that he's got to come out.
Right.
So Elliot Zimfer on senior night has to come in. Youngquist has to come out. Sewell is saying, hey, they changed the rule. It's not like that anymore. But the ref is saying no.
Yeah, I thought as if the
and especially the trainer didn't come out, they just stopped play to check.
Right, but they did stop play.
They did stop play, but he's saying that goalies can stay. They changed the rule.
Okay, I
don't actually know if that's true. That's just what Clint Sewell is saying on the sideline.
I can look it up. I got the rules with me.
Well, just 1:16 remaining. It may be academic ultimately. Anoka trying to snatch a late winner with 1:10 left. Hunter Saunders, and the foul is committed. So Osseo will push forward with 60 seconds remaining. And still trying to get 3 points. Joshua Nystrom still hoping to be involved as Nystrom dances inside with it. 45 seconds remaining. Ahmad Kadar takes the space. Kadar still going. It falls for Chang Von Suk. Tarpe dancing. Tarpe! And Zipfer dives to his right and makes the save. Of course, it doesn't matter who's playing between the sticks. They're making stops tonight. Zipfer boots it away with 20 seconds remaining.
And I see we're gonna have a tie unless a miracle occurs.
That's going to be the case. They nod it forward. It's hooked away with under 10 seconds remaining in the second overtime, and that is going to do it here in Anoka. A scoreless draw played out between Osseo and Anoka here on Anoka's senior night, but that didn't mean it didn't have dramatics, from brilliant saves to long-distance shots that nearly went in, to red cards and yellow cards and everything in between. Sig, this game had everything but goals.
That's what we were saying earlier. We've had yellows, reds, fouls, incredible saves, incredible shots, good movement, everything but the goal.
Yes,
but it's been exciting.
It was a very exciting goalless draw, and we're happy to have brought to you tonight here in Anoka. So that'll do it for us here from Goodrich Field. For my broadcast partner Sid Lagree, for Isaac Rice, Director Brian Nelson, and our entire crew here on CCX Sports, I'm Bill Hupp saying good night from Goodrich Field here in Anoka. A scoreless draw in double overtime between Osseo and Anoka. Both teams pick up a point in the Northwest Suburban Conference race. Thanks for watching this presentation of high school soccer on CCX Sports.